Okay, so this is a game called Colt Canyon. Right off the bat, I'll just mention I'm pretty sure it's rated T by the ESRB, just so y'all keep that in mind. There's a bit of blood and some, weapons, gun violence, and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I don't think there's too much going on with it that would cause that rating. Maybe some alcohol reference. But anyway, so Cold Canyon is in the genre that I believe is called roguelike. Alright, so as roguelike type games do, well, first of all, there's a few different characters that you can choose from, and I guess you unlock those as you kind of progress through the game. And also, the more you play with certain characters, the more starting weapons you can possibly use for them. Of course, they each have different qualities and whatnot, depending on who you pick. I think I might just go with the classic gunslinger and revolver combo here. There is a bit of story to this that will probably not get shown here because this is not my first run in the game. But if I recall correctly, you're basically just, old Western style, going around, you get attacked by some bandits or something like that, and your traveling partner winds up getting captured. So, the story basically is, okay, you're now trying to, rescue your travel partner from the bandits. This is interesting. Can't say I ever had a boomerang as a weapon before. Also, I could shoot the rabbit there. I don't feel like it. Controls are somewhat what you'd expect, at least, for an Xbox version. I will say, the way that I'm smacking all these chests and barrels and whatnot is with the right bumper. I would definitely not equate this with Red Dead Redemption there, Owl. It's just, got a similar Western setting to it. So, you move with the left stick, you aim with the right, and then right trigger fires your weapon, X is reload, Y changes your weapons, and I think you can pretty much only have, 2 weapons on hand at any given point. Or maybe I should say up to 2 weapons on hand. But you can get ammo types for the weapons you don't even have equipped. Which is maybe one of the reasons why, as you go along... Okay, you're not even hurting me now. I'm gonna leave you alone then. As you go along, some enemies will drop weapons, or sometimes the barrels and crates and whatnot will give you weapons. Okay, pay respects. Alright, cool. I got some ammo from that. And that's the thing. Like, the layout of a given level is randomly generated, like you get with most roguelike games. But there's even certain, events within it that are randomly generated as well. Like, I don't recall ever having that pay respects thing come up in any of my previous runs of this game. Oh, you can also release the horse, but I'd suggest being careful about it. Hold up. What did I just do there? Oh, that was... Okay. I threw a grenade. I'm trying to... There we go. I was trying to remember the dodge button. Because if I want to release the horse... You kind of go up there, break it away from the fence, and sometimes it'll kick you, which is why I wanted to make sure I rolled away after that. You don't necessarily have to shoot the enemies. You can, you know... You can't just bludgeon them, I guess, with, you know, the gun or whatever weapon that you're using. And sometimes... Ooh, hello. Small revolving rifle. Is that... Let me get rid of these. Now, what type of ammo does that use? Okay, that seems to be the same type of ammo as the regular revolver, which isn't surprising, I guess. Tell you what. Just to keep things interesting. Now I'm wondering what'll happen if I actually hit an enemy with the bolas. Oh, geez. Really? Ow. Okay, so it seems to just, like, kind of capture stuff temporarily. I don't know how much I like that. So, yes, I know. Poor doggo. I wish I didn't have to fight it like that. Or even just hurt it at all. But the game really didn't leave me much choice. Hiya! See, yeah, if you can get, like, sort of a sneak attack on enemies like that, hit them from the back, it'll deal quite a bit of damage. For the minor enemies, outright killing them. Another horse. I don't think it actually does you any particular good to let a horse go all the time. Hiya. Picked up some arrows there. Interesting. Well, if I got a bow with which to use those arrows, maybe I would... But, yeah, so like I said, layout's kind of randomly generated. That was a bit on the shorter side, even, I think, for level 1. Oh, hello. Ambush! Yeah, occasionally these ambushes can happen as well. Okay. Bolas are not working so well. I am much better with just the shooting. It happens instantaneously. Okay. Some loot down here. Yeah, generally speaking, it's a good idea to check, you know, the various barrels and crates and whatnot, just to stock up on more ammo. I don't know if there's... I feel like I don't really have a whole lot more to say about the game besides that. That's just kind of how the game works, and otherwise each run is, you know, very specified, or it's very individual as to what happens each time, because again, it's randomly generated. So the good news with that is that, like, each time you play it is different. Oh, hello. There seems to be some sort of salesman here. But I would also like to dispatch of the potential enemies in the area first. Hiya. What is this? Small slug gun. I believe that uses a different ammo type. Swapping out the bolas. Okay, yeah. Nice. What do you have? I don't want to buy a revolver. I could buy a shield. That might be nice. 10 heavy rounds. Eh. To buy the shield, I use, what, 10... or... looks like 20... the revolver ammo and 16 of the... I don't know. Anyway, I have a shield now. Which, I don't know if that pretty much is just equivalent to 1 health... or perhaps more than that. But anyway. Okay. Oh, wow. Not a whole lot to that area. Although maybe there was more kind of down that way. I don't want to spend too long on all that. Yeah, so... pretty solid... pretty solid game as roguelikes go, especially if you like Western-themed stuff. Oh yeah, and I suppose it's worth noting that as you're reloading, you move a bit slower, because, you know, you're trying to reload. But, yeah. Plays pretty solid, no real complaints about anything. Not a whole lot of emphasis on the story, it seems. So, I'd like to get a little bit more of that, but also, when you're randomly generating things, that might not be the easiest to come up with. Now, I believe if I get through this, I could get to, like a boss level. So yeah, I mean, on the whole, I'd say this game's fairly enjoyable. I think my main knock on this game specifically, as opposed to other roguelikes at least, is the lack of story. Ouch. Oh, come on. And there are some enemies that will just seem to kind of overwhelm you out of nowhere. Also, there's no real easy, consistent way of healing, so I'm not exactly appreciating that either. I would say on the whole, in terms of, you know, family friendliness, this is kind of a meh. Like, crud. No, 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 no. I'm in trouble. Okay. Whew. That was close. Oh, hey, I got some dynamite. Yeah. Family friendliness, it's a meh. Like, for the most part, I generally recommend sticking with whatever ESRB ratings are there for a game to, you know, like whenever you're thinking through, is this okay for my kid to play? I would even maybe almost think of this as more like an E10 plus kind of game rather than a teen, but maybe there's some stuff that I'm missing because I haven't gotten all that far along in the story. Oh, hello. Oh, you didn't... I expected you to die when I hit you like that, but you're not just a basic enemy. So never mind. Okay. I suppose that about wraps it up for my review. Overall quality of the game, like if I were to rate it on a scale of 10... I guess I'd give it like maybe somewhere probably in the like 6 to 7 range, just because there are multiple other games out there that play like this that are honestly probably better. Unless you like Western-themed stuff. This is about the only one I'm aware of that has a Western theme like this. If this is a boss level, I'll continue along. Okay. And I suppose this will be how I officially wrap up my review. Okay, the boss seems to pretty much be the same, like, all the time. No, thank you. Have some dynamite. I think that actually hit. Yay. No, thank you. Once again, dynamite for you. Haha. The main thing I don't like about this boss is that he seems to use the other enemies as, like, cover, basically. Oh, geez. I am running low on ammo for this gun. Lovely. I'm also out of dynamite. Lovely. I'm gonna have to make my shots count here. Doggone it. Yeah, so especially with a gun like this, I really just gotta keep circling around him. Oh, one thing it took me quite a while to notice with this game is that for the bosses... Ah, dang it. He got me. I don't know if you noticed, but there was like an exclamation point above his head that also kind of served as his health bar. But anywho, okay, so that's been Colt Canyon. Let me know what you think, if you're so inclined. But, yeah, like I said, I'd probably rate it somewhere in the realm of, like, maybe a 6.5. It's a decent game, but there are also a lot of other games like it that might have a little bit more for you. Okay, so that's sort of a general overview of Colt Canyon, what kind of game it is, what you'll find in it, how it plays, and also just my thoughts on sort of the quality, I guess, of it, in a way. I will add some information regarding the price of it. Unless you're still able to get it free, which I don't think is the case. It's my understanding that the cost to download it / buy it new is $15. I mean, it's a bit hefty of a price tag in my opinion, but then again, you know, I don't buy that many games all the time. I would have put it at, you know, pretty worthwhile around like the $10 mark. 15 might be slightly pushing it, but I'm not going to say don't buy it at that price either. Especially because, as I've stated before, it's a roguelike game. It's literally different every single time you play. So, yeah. Maybe look into it if you're thinking about that kind of game. So anyway, that's all I've got for you for now. As always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get updates when I post new videos. Look down in the description to get info on other social media pages and all that good stuff. And leave comments down below with any thoughts you have. So that is all for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next video. But until then, stay cool, people.